fight? It goes back a long time. I think you've been waiting 10 years for this fight. What's the
I've been waiting. And I think this, like, I think the way that I'll put it is this is probably the first time I actually feel like this is not a sport. This is not sport to me. It's an actual fight. I think the last 10 years I think the thing that riles me up about this bloke is that he's everything that I dislike about a human being, pretty much. He's a drug cheat. He's got a push and drive, and he makes his money off talking smack about people. So, you know, I think he sat in a press conference once saying that he made $20 million or whatever from boxing. But he knows how to roll it up. He knows how to sell a fight. He knows how to talk smack. So for me, it's, I guess, yeah, you could say it's personal because for 10 years he's just spoken rubbish, and a lot of it has been lies. So, I remember after the last press conference, I got a couple of messages saying, "Oh, I've never seen you trash talk like that." But I just said, "How can I be trash talk when you're just speaking facts? It's all facts."
You said you haven't been waiting. Like, how long have you really been wanting this fight?
To be honest, throughout my rugby career, for about 5 years, I didn't fight, and I didn't think I was going to get back in the ring. And that's when my mate was prepared as most vocal. But then once I retired and decided to get back in the ring, I knew that eventually I was going to fight. Like I said, after the Barry Hall fight, we were trying to make it happen. He didn't want to make it happen. Then after the Mark Hunt fight, I was going to hang up the gloves. And then we went to him to try and make it happen. We got right down to the final hurdle, and then he reneged the final few hours, I think. So, and he's come out and said that's exactly what happened. So we're here now. And like I said before, it's probably the first fight where I've actually been like, yo, this is an actual fight that I want to have. Instead of just being, you know, it's not a space that I'm natural. It's not a natural fit for me like these boys. Massive shout out to Alex, brother Dave. These guys are the real fighters, man. These guys earned their way here, grinded away. So I'm really looking forward to this fight night, but also letting the boys showcase their skills as well.
Sonny, you're looking very good, Nick.
Thanks, bro.
How prepared are you for this fight?
I was prepared as I can be, but it's probably the hardest I've trained. Like I said, 3 years, I said in the press conference I haven't been doing much besides some arm curls and crunches and eating okay for the last few years. But this has really lit a fire in me knowing that, man, it's all or nothing. So I'm still waiting for the drug testers to rock up my house. No drug testing at all. It's crazy.
Do they have a need?
It's crazy. Like,
Do they have a need to turn up his house or not?
They have a need to turn up to the other mate's house as well. You know what I mean? When any professional sport, any professional fight happens, you do your bloods, you get tested, make sure you're all coherent for the fight. But also you sign up to getting drug testing. So my understanding is the drug testing will happen on the fight night. So it's a bit of a joke to me, but at the same time I'm clear to point. And yeah, it's a fight.
So touched on it before, you know, Paul Gallen's not the most popular man in Queensland. You feel like you're sort of in good company here?
Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really care. We're not mates. It's going to be a fight. You know, everyone can have their opinions, but at the end of the day, it's going to be me and Paul in the ring. Just like these boys are going to get in the ring and fight their fights too. So train accordingly, get ready to get in there. And like I said, it's a fight, man. And if this is the last hurrah, I'm going out with a bang.
Is it? Is it the last hurrah?
Yeah, I think so. His body's not like these guys anymore on the inside.
How quick do you reckon you can win the fight?
I'm not sure, man. I've trained for 8 rounds. I've trained for 8 rounds, and I've been really good company with Taps, Drive, mixing and mingling with these guys. It's a different beast. You know, I've played professional footy for close to 20 years at the highest level. There's some transferable skills, but at the end of the day, it's a whole new ball game for myself. So if I can knock him out early, of course. But we've got to train accordingly to go the distance.
It's been almost 3 years for both of you since you've been in the ring. For yourself personally, what do you think's different about you now versus 2022?
I think this mindset, just knowing that the reality is this is most likely the last fight, and the reality is it's only me that can change my destiny in the ring. You know, I think, and concentrating on the boxing fundamentals, the simplicity of boxing, that's what I've been really focusing on. Whereas I think last fight I kind of got mixed up in this whole strength and conditioning science behind boxing, whereas now it's just the fundamentals. Big also over there, Jai's old man has been drumming it into me daily, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm over this camp. I wish the fight was today, just because training's been so strenuous and mentally it's been quite draining being away from my family and friends, but I know it's for a purpose, and that purpose is in a couple of weeks. We'll get straight up.
You spent some time training with Jai?
Yes, alongside him. I probably wasn't the best in class. Maybe I didn't want to listen, but I'm more of a visual learner. So getting to see greatness up close. A bit like when I trained with Dave over in Auckland, taught me a lot about the boxing game, and I think for myself that's how I pick it up, is being surrounded by really good fighters. So, man, I tick all the boxes, and I'm going in there confident, and he would have done the same thing, so it's going to be a great fight. Yeah, just excited about it all.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's almost what are you doing in the ring with a guy like Jai? You don't deserve to be there, but is it fair to say that you're learning from the best cruiserweight in the world?
Yeah, of course. One of the best fighters in the world. You know what I mean? I think the reality check that old Paul needs to understand is, I've never said that claim to be the best fighter in the world, but I've always claimed to be able to beat him. And whenever he's got in the ring with someone with a bit of boxing IQ, he's out of sorts. You know, you get the guys that just stand there and he'll get his work rate, punching rate off. But when he's been in the ring with guys that actually know how to move, he's come unstuck. So, I think in a couple of weeks we're going to see a bit of that as well.
Just got to revisit the start of the press. Like, this is sincerely, you just dislike each other as much as anyone can dislike. It is fair to go. This is 10 years in the making, and you're going to have it out.
Yeah. Poke the bear too much, that bear's going to come for a bite, mate. You know, I live my life in a whole different way to the fight game. And that's why I moved away from my family, because I don't do nothing in this fight. And he's a dirty fighter, a very dirty fighter, and I know that I've got to be on my game. So, yeah, wish the fight was tonight. We'll have to wait a couple of weeks.
Sonny, the Lions are playing tonight against Queensland Reds. Are there any memories that you're taking back from your time playing against the Lions?
You want to just bring up my red card, the first black hitting card in 50 years. Yeah? Now, highs and lows. We were lucky enough to beat them for the Auckland Blues in a historic night. But then also, I think a week later or 2 weeks later, we put on a mad performance, a really good performance against the British and Irish Lions for the All Blacks. And then the week after that, we got the red card in the first 5 minutes. We went on to lose that test, and then the next test they drew. So it was public enemy number one for a while in New Zealand. But that's just the highs and lows of sport. You win some, you lose some. But you look back with great fond memories, being able to say, hey, I played against the British and Irish Lions. And this team, this British and Irish Lions, man, they look formidable. Really, really good.
They gave a bit less than force. How close do you think the Reds can get?
I think, you know, that the difference is the depth, is the bench. The first 15 players, yeah, it's to and fro, there's percentages. But when you see those world-class players coming off the bench, the British and Irish Lions, that's where I think the Aussie teams will struggle.
We're just going to get David up next, right?